have you faced any challenges with providing return solutions for cross-border trade? And if so, what have been some of the biggest challenges?
Yeah, well, clearly with Brexit and obviously the customs clearance, it causes challenges, particularly if it's goods that have just been returned. It's not the easiest to process, and not everybody understands the full processes.
Because a lot of orders are set up through automation, EDI now, with carriers such like UPS, FedEx, DHL. If people aren't completing the proper commodity codes or anything like that, when they get out there, people are either needing to pay or they don't understand that when they're selling the product on the website, they should be advising that there are duties when they get to those countries. So sometimes orders get into places in, for example, the Netherlands, they get to the local post office, and because no one's picked it up in time, they come back straight away, and people don't fully understand that full process, that because they've not filled in some just standard information, which in our case is set up on the system automatically. So once they set it up once, they don't have to do it again. It's self-automated, but it's those little details which people take for granted or aren't aware, and they mean a lot, and they could end up saving you paying double the amount in what you're doing.
Initially we have, because it's making sure that the goods are ready when we go to collect, but that's just a fine-tuning exercise. So what that does for us, that means that our collecting members develop a relationship with their supplier. Their supplier then sometimes needs our other member to do distribution on behalf of them as well. So it's a win-win situation for us.
I think for challenges for product that comes back from stores, making sure that everything's in product ready format to be able to resell back to customers, be it on e-commerce or in stores, that they fit all of the requirements of the retailers.
Yeah, definitely challenges. Brexit has been a challenge to us, so bringing back returns from Europe, from the EU area, has become quite difficult for us. So we have to work either with partners out there or recommend other solutions in Europe.
Well, there are lots of challenges, of course, but we have a daughter company that do customs clearance and specific. And by having this daughter company, so they are doing for us all the needed customs. It's extremely smooth operation that we're having. We have a truck that is going from Paris to London 2 to 3 times a week, where we put all the return goods, and it's working fine as long as we have the right solution for the export with the customs, and then a good import solution in the UK, of course.
Yeah, look, reverse when it comes to international is very tricky. We find that the actual cost and the hassle involved, in a lot of cases, our customers are actually letting the product go. So you might buy something in another country, you may want to return it. It's possibly more viable for them to just say, look, keep the product, at a discounted price, than the challenges of trying to bring it back in, because it is very difficult. And a lot of businesses don't realize as well, there's a duty impact on bringing the product back into the country after it's been sold and shipped out initially.
Certainly, I think the last few years really it's the not knowing and clients not really having a clear view, partners trying to establish and find their way. But I think as we're moving into 2023, people have a lot more of an understanding around capabilities and their desires, and really we're looking at clients to have a more of a thorough understanding themselves about what they're trying to achieve.